Hello and welcome back to Primary Teacher Dom. It has been a long time, but I had to take a little month's break, you know what I mean? Like, I had to take it. Things are just a lot, but I finally feel like I've got back in the groove of stuff, so I'm quite happy now. My phone's facing me, so I've got to make sure I look this way, right into that camera. So, hello everyone. So, I hope that you've been doing well. I know 2021, we kind of want to cancel it, give back our 7-day subscription, you know. What is it, 7 days free trial? We revoke it. We don't want it. We want to get it back, but we want to go back to 2019. So if you can quickly go back to there, I would be grateful. Thank you. But despite that, anyway, I've had a good 2021. I hope you guys have too. So let's get on with this video because I'm waffling on for dear life. So this video is about, I think it's the DFE. They said that they wanted to extend the school day. I'll repeat that one more time for the people in the back that didn't hear me. They wanted to extend the school day due to, you know, children missing out on education. Now, no, don't do it. Don't do it. So I definitely understand that, you know, children, they definitely need to be, you know, they miss out on education. I know we are tirelessly working on lives, and I don't know what other school uses, but different live sessions, and we are trying to plug as much gaps as possible and try to make children feel all inclusive, make them feel happy and everything like that. And I do feel that live lessons are helping a lot more than sending paper packs, because obviously paper packs, you don't know what they're doing. They, you know, they could be making, which I know some of my children used to do, they would make aeroplanes out of the paper packs, you know what I mean? So I definitely understand that live lessons are a lot better, and I'm not in any way saying that they are bad. So I don't know why I got into this tangent, but I was just saying that live lessons do help, but we all know that children being in school, and for our sanity as well, because I don't know for anyone else, any teachers out there, but I do prefer being at school. I do see working from home is a lot more work, because obviously you're doing your live lessons, you're marking, and like you would normally do at school, you would live teach, you know, teaching, and then mark. And obviously there's all the other added stuff, you know, if you've got a family, you've got people at home trying to, shh, I'm teaching, all the different things, and emails, you know, all the other emails you need to do as well. And, you know, you're more aware of well-being than you would technically do at school, if that makes sense, because you're like, oh, you know, you didn't really come on, I know you're not going to understand the lesson, you're going to ask me questions and everything like that. And when you submit something and then they're like, actually, I should say that for another video. Like the woes of working from home, but no, but I definitely personally, I love being at school. So I was in school for 2 weeks a couple of weeks ago, and I loved being at school. It took like a day to get used to it, having less children, and I've realized that me, myself, and I can't do less children. I like to have a class of 30. But here we go. So moving on from that, because you're gonna be like, oh, come on, Dom, shh, get on with it. So as I was saying, that I just don't feel that we need to extend the day any more than we need to. We already know that we have children that are going to be back, and all our children are either thriving from it or not, and we know we've got to plug as many gaps as we can when we get to school. But extending it further will only like get us more tired, and I don't think that will be good for the children, because they'll be restless. I know within a 6-hour day, my children are so ready to go home by the end of the day, because you're packing in so much. Okay, you got play, you come up, then we've got fruit time, okay, lesson, and then we've got this and lesson. To extend the day even more for them, I feel that it wouldn't do well. I really feel that that time, that pushing loads and loads of time is not going to equal quality. I feel as though keeping the time exactly the same, but making sure we are really plugging the gap. So even though I'm a year 3 teacher, so even though we're on year 3 curriculum, you really got to scale it back. You've got to realize that we might not be able to cover all the year 3 curriculum, but we're going to try and cover as much as we can, but make sure that the children understand what needs to be done in that curriculum that we're doing. You know what I mean? Pushing from 6 hours, let's say even 7-8 hours, that's ridiculous. It's ludicrous for them children, because you can only imagine how stressed that they will be. They're already stressed enough being at home, coming in school is a whole different, trying to extend the day further. But I think I read that they're rejecting those plans, so thank goodness for that. But I'm just like, nah, that ain't it. You know, I just feel that they need to be making sure that quality first teaching is done, and making sure that we as teachers or head teachers or schools are looking at what children definitely might have not been able to grasp the hold of, or the plot holes, if you want to call it that, of the education in that year, and try and plug it as much as possible, as well as doing a lot of emotional coaching, a lot of thrive techniques and all of that. So you really want to be able to emotionally cater for the child, rather than saying, well, we're going to emotionally care for you, but on top of that, we're going to keep you for another 2 hours, or in the week, you're going to do an extra 5 hours. And I just feel that is just too much. It's way too much. So I was very glad when I think I read that they're rejecting it, but I don't know if they're still continuing to do it. If they are, then we need to vote against that immediately with immediate effect. Nah, mate. But that's personally me. I know people will be like, oh no, they should do, but I just don't feel that's the case. Once we get them back into school, we as teachers, we know our job. We're going to do the best job. You know, we're teachers. We don't ramp, we don't play. We come to do the job. We want our children to thrive. Because unfortunately, as you know, some children will be behind now because they're not attending the classes, or they're just not able to access, they're able to access technology too well, or things have happened at home, or it's too difficult. There's many factors. You know, we as teachers get it as well, but we just really just have to keep going in that sense. But definitely not wanting children to be sitting in school for longer. Even if, I think I read this, I think they said that teachers won't be doing it per se, but like having tutors, and I'm just like, nah, not even that. I don't think that's the case. We need to be thinking about more quality rather than the quantity, the length of time. As I say to my children, it's not about your quantity, it's about the quality that you give me. You can give me 10 pages and it will literally just read, and I just won't like a lot of it. But if you give me 1.5 pages or even a page and it's quality, I will love it. So generally speaking, I don't think that they should extend that time. They should really just put more money into giving teachers and schools more equipment and more things that we can actually give children more resources, more time spent in school to do so. You know, that extra time, if they were to say we're going to give extra time, I feel that extra time would definitely have to be well-being. Definitely getting children back into learning, because some children are just not going to cope coming back, because you know their needs are just way too high, and it'll be a lot of out of class, a lot of emotional stability kind of things. So if they're going to put time in that, I'm here for them plugging more money into emotional well-being for children. But definitely not saying you're going to extend the school hours. No. But anyway, it's my first kind of video back. It was quite fun, actually. I quite miss making videos. I am back now properly. I'm going to see what the year brings. I'm doing new things, which I will let you know throughout the year kind of thing. But, you know, you don't just say things you have to do and then show. So, yeah. I hope that you like, comment, and subscribe. I'm sorry if I didn't get to a lot of comments, by the way, but I'm on it. No, I'm not going to say it. Please do like, comment, subscribe, and I shall see you in the next video.
They say that you know why you flossing. Ain't my fault that I'm a boss and pay my bills and do my business. Ask my mom, yeah, that's my witness. Never working on my fitness, but my body stay in shape. I keep grinding, always hungry, eating all that's on my plate.